Human experiences define who we are as human beings, and although a definition is normally a fixed quality, human behavior can often be unpredictable or paradoxical. Our morals may be to care for all above yourself, yet you might discriminate or persecute those who you believe are beneath you. Texts can be adapted based on current expectations in society, and are so adaptable due to their universality when concerned with human experiences. But how do texts invite us, the audience, to see the world differently and challenge assumptions made by society? William Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice and Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird both explore discrimination and family conflict, two human experiences that are integral to our growth as people and as a society. The two texts also invite their audiences to challenge viewpoints, whether they be old and outdated or still relevant today. In The Merchant of Venice, we see family conflict through the Jewish main character Shylock, who is father to Jessica. Jessica's desire to marry Lorenzo, a Christian boy, overwhelms her love for her father, leading her to have the desire to leave home. This can be seen in Act 2, Scene 3, through Jessica's soliloquy. Alack, what heinous sin is it in me, to be ashamed to be my father's child. But though I am a daughter to his blood, I am not to his manners. Jessica is scared, and it is seen that her conflict with her father is stemmed from his Jewish nature, and the fact that she is showing Venetian-style prejudice shows her ever-growing connection to the Venetian Lorenzo. Her soliloquy shows an example of dehumanization which is prominent throughout the play, shown in the words, "Daughter to his blood, I am not to his manners." Later in the play, Jessica leaves Shylock to elope with Lorenzo. During that act, Jessica steals Shylock's personal belongings, to which Jessica can't help but steal Shylock's most valued asset, his turquoise ring. The turquoise ring is Shylock's most valued asset due to its sentimental value. It was a gift from his late wife. The ring is a symbol for Shylock's connection to not only his desire for wealth, but his family. Shylock's grief over losing the ring shows he cares for his daughter, but he is still mad at her anyways, an experience critical in family conflict. In Act 2, Scene 6, Jessica expects to inherently lose her Jewishness by marrying Lorenzo. However, Lorenzo jokingly implies that escaping one's family issues is not as easy as it seems, and this is partly true. A common viewpoint by people in the world is that family is unbreakable, and you can't get rid of family. However, in Shylock's case, Jessica sees her love as more defining than her family. In Act 2, Scene 8, Shylock expresses his great despair due to Jessica's elopement. "My daughter, oh my ducats, oh my daughter, fled with a Christian." However, is it really despair, or is it another route for the conflict with his daughter? The juxtaposition of the two completely different values suggests Shylock's true feeling of caring more about his wealth than his daughter, and in fact the truth is revealed in Act 3, Scene 1. "I would my daughter were dead at my feet, and the jewels in her ear. Would she be hearsed at my foot, and the ducats in her coffin?" To support this, in Act 4, Scene 1, Shylock compares Lorenzo to Barabbas, a Roman rebel who was released instead of Jesus Christ during his crucifixion. However, this allusion also suggests that his disregard for his daughter is due to the man she loves, a Christian. Often conflict arises due to the lover of someone's child, and the play explores that. Throughout To Kill a Mockingbird, Scout and Jem encounter incidents of conflict, but through Atticus they learn valuable life lessons and grow as individuals. To best understand growth from conflict, Lee utilizes her characters of Scout and highlights the ramifications of conflict with her cousin Frances. Chapter 9 leans into the family Christmas dinner, where Scout and her cousin Frances get into a fight. In the build-up to the fight, Scout uses a metaphor to describe how boring Frances is. "Talking to Frances gave me the sensation of settling slowly to the bottom of the ocean." The idea of this in Scout's early discussion with Atticus about defending Negroes is to justify her next actions. Frances calls Atticus a nigger lover, and Scout snaps. After the constant repetition of nigger lover in attempt to tease her, Scout punches him in the face. Although they were family, Scout did not hesitate to punch him when he teased her. The other side to the coin is how, according to Frances, Atticus is the one who is ruining the Finch family by defending Negroes. He uses animalistic symbolism to ridicule Atticus. "Uncle Atticus lets you run around with stray dogs." This is also seen when Cecil Jacobs ridicules her father, exclaiming that Scout Finch's daddy defended niggers. The use of a reference to the third person shows how angry Scout was after Cecil's comments. She even says she denied it, as she thought it was a bad thing. Scout's innocent mind is impervious to the family conflict that is all around her due to Atticus being Tom Robinson's attorney, and she grows to learn about the issues in life through Atticus himself. The source of family conflict within the Finch family is from the discrimination of Negroes during the 1930s. Much like the Venetian hate of the Jewish in the 16th century, the southern states of America had a culture of discrimination against Negroes. To Kill a Mockingbird is like The Merchant of Venice in that the text climaxes within a courtroom, and in both discrimination is experienced. Atticus Finch's mighty defense would have won him the case in modern court. However, in that courtroom, Finch lost because Tom was a black man, and there is no other reason. Much like how Shylock walked into the courtroom doomed from the beginning due to his religion. The biggest symbol in the text is the mockingbird. I'd rather you shoot a tin cans in the backyard, but I know you'll go after the birds. Shoot all the blue jays you want, if you can hit 'em. But remember, it's a sin to kill a mockingbird. The mockingbird is a symbol for Tom Robinson, as the mockingbird does not sing for itself, just as Tom cannot speak for himself due to his race. This is especially apparent in the courtroom as Atticus speaks for Tom throughout the case. The other clear discrimination is the dehumanization of Tom by Mr. Ewell. I seen that black nigger yonder ruttin' on my Mayella. Mr. Ewell does not mention his name at all and emphasizes his race. He also compares Tom to a beast as the word rutting is used in the context of animals, another example of animalistic symbolism. In The Merchant of Venice, Shylock is dehumanized throughout the entire court case through the repetition of the Jew. Portia isolates him from the crowd by saying "the" and emphasizes his race. The court case is eventually turned around in the favour of Antonio, with Shylock being punished. In the context of Shakespeare's original audience, the Elizabethan audience, this whole ordeal would have been humorous or entertaining. However, in a modern context, the discrimination of the Jews in the text is an act of awareness. The text highlights what Shylock goes through as being discriminated for being Jewish, such as the isolation he despairs. I am a Jew. Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions, fed with the same food, etc. The repetition of a Jew emphasizes his racial discrimination and isolation. He feels isolated, yet he has the same aspects of any other person. Racial discrimination is a very isolating human experience, and the text explores this. The text is universal in its human experiences, regardless of context, much like To Kill a Mockingbird, and how its investigation into discrimination and segregation is timeless, as it is a raise of awareness to future audiences. Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice and Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird are timeless texts that explore the tragic human experiences of family conflict and discrimination. The use of Shylock as a tragic victim of discrimination and family conflict highlights the isolationism and despair those suffer when facing discrimination. The use of Scout's innocence and lack of awareness of surroundings allows for the audience to learn a lot about life through Atticus Finch. Family conflict in To Kill a Mockingbird also ties in with the discrimination, and discrimination is in fact a major cause for family conflict in To Kill a Mockingbird. Both texts are adaptable due to their use of human experiences, and they can be understood from different contexts.